welcome on into another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Someone emailed me, they wanted me to talk about Walmart closures. So here we go. Walmart's businesses around the world are filing bankruptcy. They're closing, they're downsizing, they're trying to gain more profit, right? They want more income and less outgoing output, meaning that they want more money coming in and less money going out. Now, Walmart, I'm gonna put a video up on the screen, right? And it's coming on up in a few. The Walmarts in San Diego's is closing. This was about 2-3 months ago, right? It's gonna close. But they're closing because of, they're saying that the store don't meet financial means. I'm just seeing that as far as the consumer price index, the prices of goods is too much for their targeted audience to be able to afford, right? So therefore, their low class, middle class folks, they can no longer afford those things. They've been priced out. So therefore, these companies have no choice but to either downsize, lay off people, which they have been doing, which most companies have been doing, from Walmart to all companies around the world. Target, moms and pop store, all companies around the world have been downsizing. Either it's being interrupted from AI, or the store simply isn't making enough money. Why? Because the consumers aren't making enough money, and instead of them buying what they truly want, they're going to buy things that they need instead of things that they want. We know that inflation is going to continue to skyrocket, correct? So if inflation is going to continue to skyrocket, then these stores are going to face hardships. So also in Washington, D.C., the Walmart on A Street, that's going to close as well. So the thing is, where are these people going to go that normally can barely afford these things? Where are they going to go, to the corner stores now? Or everything's going to be via online, Amazon? And even then, they still can't afford that. So that just goes to show you what kind of times that we're in, right? We're in a depressive state to some people. To some people, this may be, like, I look at it as being the greatest time to be alive because, look, things are low, things are cheap, good time to buy, not financial advice. But let me put the video up and let's react to it. Let's put the video up right now of what's going on in San Diego, the Walmarts in San Diego. Watch this. Boom.
San Diego stores. You wanted to know why they're shutting down, and CBS 8's Shannon Andy has been working for you to get some answers. She joins us live now from El Cajon with details. Shannon.
Yeah, Carlo, we first reported on these closures last week, but at the time, Walmart was releasing very few details. Tonight, however, the retailer tells us they're closing 2 locations. This one at Gateway at Parkway Plaza, that is, in El Cajon, as well as their neighborhood market on Imperial in San Diego on February 9th, because the stores don't meet the company's financial expectations. At the Walmart neighborhood market in Sherman Heights, we saw a steady flow of customers coming and going Tuesday afternoon. People who live in the area say it's always busy here, so they can't understand why, after nearly 11 years in business, it's closing.
This is like the whole neighborhood store. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Inside, signs have been posted announcing the store's last day, February 9th. We also noticed several empty shelves, including in the meat section, where everything is 25% off. Once it shuts down, customers will have to
Pause. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that the economy is in a good state. Put a 2 in the chat if you believe that the economy isn't in a great state at all. We're actually going through a depression right now. Put a 3 in the chat if you believe that the economy is going to bounce back. Okay. I think that the economy is changing right now. It's for the people that's very optimistic, that maybe have their ducks in a row, make sure your credit's good, make sure that your debt is low or 0 to none, and make sure that your profit margins are high, right? Also do things that you don't need the dependency of actual purchasing, meaning that doing something online could be more beneficial in today's time than it was yesterday, like streaming, going live, YouTube. It's a great way, it's a great source of income, if you ask me. You know, it's a great hobby too. It's very therapeutic as well. So it comes with its ramification, it comes with its benefits, right? But the current state of the world, to me, the money system is changing. Look what's happening over there with the BRICS. Look what's happening over there with the cashless society, and these technological innovations are changing our daily lives. So you have to be able to adapt to these things by any means necessary. So that's why I preach whole life insurance, health, life insurance. I preach investments, right? Also, you know, entertain at the same time while sneaking these things in at the same time, because people don't want to be bored with consuming the correct information. So, you know, you have to bake the cake and still add the veggies inside of the cake so people could eat it. It's the same concept, right? So to me, that's what's going on with the current state. It's actually a shift going on. Earth is cleaning itself. Everything is happening at the same time. We had 3 wars at the same time, which is going to affect the consumer price, the CPI, Consumer Price Index. Oil affects everything. Oil affects everything. And every time we go to war, the oil prices go up, which means the grocery store prices go up, the gas prices go up, travel, commute go up, everything else goes up. Student loan goes up, interest rate goes up, all these things goes up. Stores begin to close down, border their stores up, so everything goes up. So that's what's happening to me in today's society. From the Walmarts to the McDonald's to all these things are downsizing for a reason. Because they're not making money. And then this is another thing too that America is going through. It's called a labor crisis, right? So not only aren't they making money, but it's people don't want to go to work. And I see why people don't want to go to work, because the money that they're working for is no light at the end of the tunnel, making them say, hey, why am I working? Am I working to stay here forever, or is a possibility that I can get out and do something else? So work is now looking like an entrapment. Once you're in it until death. You know, nowadays, in order to survive for the average person, you have to have you have to have at least 2 to 3 jobs just to make it make sense. But it's only 24 hours in a day. So how does that really make sense? So I don't say get more jobs to make sense. Just learn a couple of skill sets that you can use sitting on your couch like I'm doing, right? Talking to the screen, talking to the people like you that I'm doing, right? And you can generate money this way. There's different ways to make money. You don't have to make it to me, the people that's making the traditional ways are the people that's losing. The people that's finding innovative ways to make it now, unconventional ways in order to make it now instead of conventional ways, these are the people that's winning, the creative folks. So jump in your creative bag and go create something, go build something, go conquer something. Because I was told men are made during bad times, right? And boys are made during good times. So we done had a hell of a good time in 2020, right? It is now 2024. This is considered a bad time. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let these headlines sway you? No, don't allow it to. I'm here to spread hope and give you hope. Get out there and go do something. If you wanna stay in the house as long as you're doing something. And make sure that it's productive and it can give you some form of income, or it's adding value to people. When you add value to people, don't worry about the money shall come. So I say just go out and find a way to add value to people. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my solution towards this. So now we're gonna watch a little bit of the DC, the Washington DC 8th Street location. Walmart closing as well. Let me drag that on the screen now. Watch it.
Much fanfare, but tonight the Walmart on 8th Street in Northeast is closing its doors at the end of March.
And it's a decision that comes as a surprise to shoppers who rely on this very location. Fox 5 reporter Nana Sanyo-Bonsu here in studio with us tonight. So, Nana, why do they say that they're closing, and how are people reacting to all this?
So right now, Angie, they're saying they're closing due to performance, but people that we spoke with today at the 8th Street Walmart say they are shocked and disappointed. For many people, this is the closest grocery store for them, and for some people, it's the only affordable option.
Walmart is the most cheapest grocery store in my eyes in this area or this corridor of the city.
But on March 31st, this Walmart is saying goodbye to the city, a location that serves a diverse group of customers, some who walk and others who drive.
It's very important, especially for the ones that ain't got like a car, can't move around.
I really feel sad that it's closing. Victoria, who lives on 8th Street, just moved to the area about a month ago.
Now, we all know also what's going on in these Walmarts and these stores, right? Depending on the community, people are running in these stores and just taking up everything. They're stealing. Stealing is an all-time high right now. So imagine if you're the business owner, you own these things, and we know that the economy isn't in a good place. Only thing is theft. You can't make profit that way either. So to me, it's like these businesses has been pushed in the corner. They have no choice but to downgrade and or to change their operations, their business operations, if they want to see profit will remain in the future. That's why I look at it as most of these businesses are doing business acquisitions, meaning that they're acquiring, they're eating small companies, right, in order to survive. They're merging. Hey, we have a problem. You guys are the solution. Let's block everyone out. Let's just merge together, just so we can remain relevant for the future. Because the way I see it is algorithm and technologies, that's really changing our future and how we interact with one another. Even the user face between you and I right now, right? The medium is the phone that's right in between me and you. That's the interface right there. This is changing. So if you can adapt, like instead of me going to a board meeting, a business meeting, having to catch a flight to New York, Texas, or Atlanta, or California, one of these hub areas, right? Why do that when I can go work out? I can come sit on my couch. I can hop right online with the interface right here, the phone, talk to you, get the same results done, right? And keep it going. So to me, the infrastructure of business itself is changing, which most businesses are going to suffer, because if you don't change along with the infrastructure or downsize, then your balance sheet is going to tell you everything that you need to do. Why you think office spaces is being converted into residential? Commercial spaces like offices is now being converted to residential because there's no need of them anymore. Now, I'm not saying that being in a work environment isn't ultra productive. It is. I think it's needed. Because you can be in a house and be as lackadaisical as you want. There's a lot of distractions. You got the TV, animals, dog, wife, kids. It's a lot of distractions. So you have to create that office environment for you to pan out distractions if you want a great result. So I think actually being around creative people that's working, right, gives you a different environmental. It produces, I think it's better. Statistics shows that it's better, but it may not be better as far as cost efficiency. And that's the difference. People they're chopping the fat and they're doing what makes more money. That's what's most effective. So as a business, you would choose, do you want what's most effective or what makes more money? Or do you want a hybrid, a bit of both? So I think that's what these companies are going through right now, honestly. They're going through a facelift. They have to change. AI is taking most of their position. That we have the labor crisis that's going on. But it's a solution to the labor crisis. I don't want anybody to complain when you see these migrants taking over, because they're doing the things that you don't want to do. So don't complain. And the way I see it, in 5 years, they're going to be above the, look at statistics, above the whites and above the blacks. They're moving on up the rank, along with the Indians, the Asians, and all these other migrants as well. You understand? I was told America wasn't even ran by Americans. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Leave your thoughts down below. I really want to know what you think about this one. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Smash that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, look, hit that dislike button. If you don't like it, let me know why you don't like the content so I can become a better person. What I do is I read my comments, not all of them, because I'm not about to get finessed out of my position by reading my comments and acting emotional reaction. I don't need to do that. I read my comments for constructive criticism. I use my comment as if it's the people that's kind of being honest to me. So the people who told me, hey, you need to start editing more. You need to stop putting things on the screen more. You need to stop using your phone in order to using two phones in order to do it. But the reason why I use two phones so people won't plagiarize or, it's harder for them to cut you out when you have a phone in. So that's why I use it. So I use a bit of both. But I put the prompts up on the TV screen now, right? We're gonna get it better every time. Every time we're gonna get better gradually, right? Until I start having interviews and everything along that nature. Coming soon. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. Leave your thoughts down below. And remember, positivity over negativity always. Peace, blessings, and love. And leave them thoughts down below. I really want to know what you thought about this one on today.